it's so hard to say, but the telling thing is Blachowicz thought he lost the fight.
Right.
At the end of it, Blachowicz said, give him the belt. I mean obviously, he had just been through a fight.
Yeah,
he's not thinking clearly. But, man.
I mean, that first round was close, but
it was close.
To say no one saw it go for Ankalaev is a bit surprising, because I thought he did some good work. Those front kicks were very good. Now, not to take anything from Jan Blachowicz. He landed some good shots, but this dude, I thought he won the fight.
At the end of the fight, you and I both thought he won it.
I was pretty sure he won the fight.
I was pretty sure too. Now thinking about it and thinking about that first round, you're like, yeah, it was close. I mean, Blachowicz did land some good shots.
I still feel he won the first round. Because I remember when we were done with round one, we talked so much about the body kick.
Yes. Those front kicks to the body were big. They were very damaging.
Jan was winning the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, I find it interesting that Derek Cleary gave Magomed Ankalaev that 3rd round despite all of the leg kicks, right? Because had that scorecard gone the other way,
it seemed like
then things would have been different.
I thought round one was the round that could have gone to Ankalaev. I thought round 2 he was hurt. Round 3 he was hurt. Round 4 and 5 was clearly him. But I thought round 1 was the round because they were very even, but he seemed to be landing a lot of body kicks up the middle. He seemed to be landing some good shots. That was the round that
It was very, unsatisfying to have a night like we had in Las Vegas and it end like that. Now, it's a 25-minute fight. So I think I'm going to have to go back and watch round 1 again to rescore it to see how I saw it then. But I felt very sure that Magomed Ankalaev had won the fight, but some of the scorecards are coming in from around the world, and a lot of people did see it as a draw. You would have to say that it's Yuri, right? The former champion who had to give the belt away with the shoulder injury. Many thought that Magomed Ankalaev was the best guy, but we saw tonight that he adjusted and did well down the stretch, but struggled early with the approach of Jan Blachowicz. But I guess Yuri Prochazka is still the man now, because in this fight tonight, Magomed Ankalaev did not separate himself like so many people expected him to.
Raise Ankalaev's hand after the fight. Is that because you believe that he should have won the decision?
I have to watch the fight, but for sure I don't want the fight. I don't know that I lose the fight, but for sure I'm not the winner.
You gave a great performance. It was a great effort, so thank you very much for that. I'm very sorry that this is a draw, but...
I mean, I've never seen a guy more comfortable in front of a crowd. This guy was dancing. The crowd's going, whoa, Paddy the baddie. They're singing for this kid as he walks into the octagon. He went out there and he got it done. But Jared Gordon, as many expected, was the toughest test to date. He got through this test. But going forward, there are some things that he has to do in order to really reach the level of the last star we had from overseas in Conor McGregor. Because the one thing Conor did, he was fun, he was exciting, but he won, and he won at a championship level.
Jared's got
your team Gordon, because in all that control you had, you landed no strikes.
It's a very close fight. And there's the left from Gordon. Right hand over the top. Stunned Paddy. Another Gordon combination here. Lands that right hand on the chin.
That was a close one.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't close. He just controlled me in the 3rd, won the first 2 rounds, and then coasted in the 3rd. I knew I was 2 rounds up, so I didn't want to do nothing dangerous and risk losing the fight. I knew for a fact I'd won the first 2 rounds pretty easily.
Coming into this fight, did you think that this was going to be the most difficult test of your UFC career?
Yeah. Jared's one tough. Know what I mean?
Had a meteoric rise in your UFC career, and here you are in a pay-per-view. Give us your thoughts on what you would like to see next in the octagon.
We'll see. I'm not gonna lie. I've hurt me right foot in that first round there.
What are you gonna do? I think the main event was terrible. You know, what are you gonna do?
What about the scoring of it itself?
We've seen this. This is nothing new. It's like the Paddy Pimblett fight. It's like Gordon had a horrible game plan going into that 3rd round. You think you won the first 2 rounds? With the judges? I mean, how do you know that? Why go in there and throw away the third round and not go in and fight your ass off and try to win? If you think you know who won what round or whatever, you're crazy. I've been doing this for 23 years. I have no idea what those guys are going to do or what they're going to say. So, you know, you got beat up the first 2 rounds, and you know, you took them to the ground. You started. You know, what are you going to do?
But I guess the question is, what do you do now, right? I mean, vacant title, a split.
You do Glover versus Jamahal Hill in Brazil.
But when I've looked at the stats after the fight, I think I won all 3. In the cage, I thought that he won the third. You know what I mean? And when it said 29-28, I was like, yeah, good decision. I won the first 2, he won the third. But then after looking back at the stats, 4 significant strikes in the third. Console time doesn't mean jack shit anymore, lad. You know what I mean?
So immediately after you felt he had won round 3, but then in hindsight, you think you won all 3?
Yeah. It's one of them, lad. You know what I mean? I'm glad I've done a full 15 in the UFC against another athlete that I know can go 15 minutes easy, and I know for a fact that I won the fight. So, as I say, I deal in facts.
And how was Jared just tweeted a few minutes ago saying, you know, I was robbed and everyone knows it. There's a few other fighters who have tweeted out like worst decision in UFC history and things along those lines. Why do you feel that maybe the outsider perspective is so far against you as far as how this fight unfolded?
Because I'm me, lad. It's just because it's me. You know what I mean? I don't know who's saying who else said it? Who else thought he won? Any idea?
There's a lot of people. If you like kind of look over fellow fighters on Twitter, you know, Dominic Cruz said he thought it was a terrible one. People called it embarrassing.
I was sitting next to Dominic Cruz before, and we spoke about it, and I said to him, console time means nothing. Damage. Look at my face, look at Jared's. I don't care what anyone says, lad. When you look back in the history books, I've got the little green marker next to my name with a W.
Oh, they give him a Christmas gift right now because he clearly lost the fight.
The third one, when I came out, I felt good, and I could see, I could see in his face, he didn't want to be there. Like, he was like, this is a fight, but I could see, like, he was willing to give up, and you know, all respect to Darren, he's a hero of mine growing up, and it was an absolute honor sharing the cage with him, but I could just see that there was no giving up for me, and I could see that he didn't want to be there anymore.